We're back, Sports Unplugged. Remember, you can find us at Sports Unplugged on Twitter, at Leon Rogers, at Big Med. Go to Facebook, like the page, Sports Unplugged, and you can go to WGCI.com.
Yes, sir. Sports Unplugged.
Check us out.
Or just sports.
Shout out to McDonald's and the Mighty Wings. Very delicious. Crispy, crunchy wings with a kick. They are delicious. Had some this morning. McDonald's, you did it with those. Just got finished talking about Manti Te'o and how he's cheating the people. Here's somebody who cheated the sport of cycling and cheated all of his fans and cheated everybody who ever had his back. Lance Armstrong. Got a chance to watch part one of the interview with him and Oprah Winfrey on the OWN Network.
A lot of stuff was on TV last night.
First time I've ever watched the OWN Network since it's been on.
Really?
Swear to God. Never turned to it.
Okay.
Had no reason to, but
All
I
right.
really wanted to see this interview. And Lance came off as robotic. He came off to me more as like, I'm sorry I got caught.
Well,
Not
yeah.
that I'm sorry I got caught. And Oprah, I give her the credit. She put the cables to him.
No, she
tried,
did.
She tried to make him keep it 100, but he.
The thing was, that's what I was worried about. I'm like, because Oprah usually very easy, gentle.
She was busting round.
My favorite part of the interview though was him saying, "I answered your question." I was like,
"Did you get smart with
Oprah?"
Look, I like the part.
I answered your question.
Just show me the part where she said, well, you know, this young lady, you know, you sued her. You went out and he's like, you know what, Oprah, we sued so many people. I don't know. Maybe I did.
How about this? How about this one? He's like, but she was a friend. She was a real friend of you. And you had some issues. Well, we had some private conversations, but I do want to say that, yes, I called her a bitch. I told her to shut up, but I did not call her fat. What?
Hey, you accused me of a lot of stuff.
I did not call you.
Never called her fat. Never.
I called her a bitch.
I called her a bitch. A few other words.
Right.
But fat never came out my mouth.
And I was sitting there just like.
And that's what I mean.
I sat there just. What?
His whole demeanor was like, yeah, let's hurry up and get this.
F you.
All right, I was wrong.
Oprah, did you do this?
What y'all want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it.
How about,
Yep.
EPO, blood transfusion?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they said one time in so-and-so's book, they said, you guys were in a trailer injection and y'all put the syringes in Coke cans. Well, I didn't read the book, and I don't remember it that way.
But I'm not going to say.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it didn't happen.
And once again, I just want to be perfectly clear. I never called anybody fat. Let me tell you something about Lance. Let me tell you something about Lance. It's kind of like a catch-22. He's kind of like a dirty Robin. He's like Robin Hood, but a little dirtier. Let me tell you why. Because for the most part, and even he says so himself, he's a humanitarian. He raised a lot of money for cancer awareness.
Right.
But he also made a lot of money raising money for cancer awareness. The Live Strong Foundation, everything else. Sponsorship from different people. The post office gave him $10 million because they were
$30 million over like the 10 years he was doing it.
So it's kind of like, I don't care about the big companies getting screwed over because they screw people over
all
every
the time.
day. I don't care anything about the sport of cycling because 6 out of the 7 Tour de France's he won, they couldn't even pass the jersey down to the second and third place guys because they're dirty too.
Right.
So your sport overall is
dirty,
corrupt and dirty, and the officials know, and nobody has came forward and brought down the powers that be that run the whole thing. I don't care about that. What I do care about is the 14, 15-year-old kid who aspires to be like you and really believe that you did it the right way. I do care about people who supported you. It may be cancer survivors, and they supported you because of awareness you've done.
Right.
But your hero credits are on a false pretense. I think you still could have had the same effect even if you didn't win the Tour de France. You finished in the top 20, but you battled cancer and did it.
Right.
I think you still could have got the same. The you winning and everything, that was more or less for you and your ego.
And my thing is, when he said that he didn't take anything after 2005, so when he did this, like the last 2,
right,
he was clean on the last 2. I mean, shoot, there's no reason to lie about that now since you're coming out. So I took him for his word on that. So he came in third.
I don't believe that.
Huh?
I don't believe that.
Well, he came in third. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, if you came in third clean after taking 2 years off, you could have won at least one of them bad boys
on your own.
On your own. My thing is, I understand where I have a different perspective on this because, you know, like you said, we've talked about this before. Mm-hmm. Lance has one ball.
That's it, one.
And so when he said this, and I,
he said I needed to stop.
He's like he made it right in his head by saying I only got one ball, so I must be missing a little bit of testosterone. So whatever I give myself, it can't.
It's evening out. I'm even.
I'm evening out. And the thing is, and like what they said in baseball too, everyone's doing it. If I don't do it,
I'm gonna get left behind.
I mean, it's not the right thing to say, and the right thing to do, but
we know it goes on.
Like I said, man, I know everybody in cycling was dirty. I don't care that he did the drug. I really don't. And the thing is, I think he's still inspiration because he still did the tours. You know what I'm saying?
But let me tell you something, man.
That's how I looked at it.
Man was not meant to ride through a mountain for 100 miles at speeds that they're doing. You just wasn't built to do that. I don't care how much you put your body in shape. We got limits as humans.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to take something that pushes you past those limits. I get it. Like these dudes that's out here bench pressing 1,000 pounds. Look, last person to do that whooped 100 Philistines with the jawbone of an ass. His name was Samson. And they didn't have PEDs back then.
No,
it was his hair. So now you're going to tell me that Johnny right here is going to throw up 1,000 pounds and it's nothing's help. It's all natural. BS, man. So I didn't care about any of that.
I didn't care, but the thing is, when he won the first one, I'm like, if you don't think this man's on drugs, y'all crazy. Because I was like,
it wasn't like he just
he
won.
dominated. I was like, you think somebody that just came back, literally just got over cancer? He got over cancer and hopped on the bike.
And who was it? I think Bernard Lager was like the man until Lance Armstrong took over, and he he destroyed
all his records.
Destroyed.
So I was just like, when I saw it, I'm like, this is amazing for one thing, and another thing, this dude's on some drugs.
Right.
I knew it. I didn't care because the man had one ball,
and he made me watch. I never would have watched Tour de France.
I still don't understand it because I'm like, well, you didn't win, but he's holding up. I'm like, okay.
I only watched the Tour de France to see everybody fall.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole pack.
And they showed it.
I know what the peloton is now.
Hey, let me tell you this, man. Do you ever see it on ESPN? Really? Like it'll be on, but does anyone really pay attention to it? No.
The only ones they show is the timer,
the speed ones,
the speed round,
right?
Where they wear the aerodynamic helmets and they're racing through the street. I'm more interested in the crowds of who's going to trip one of the bikers because they're so close.
And let me ask you this: do you think did this change anything for him?
No.
I mean, I don't think people are gonna be like, oh, okay, we good now.
Listen, like I said, on a personal level for him, his ego is taking a hit because they take all the jerseys from him.
Right.
They take all the titles. They strike his name out the record books. That affects him. Cancer survivors are still going to look at him and say, hey, the dude beat cancer and raced in the toughest cycling race in the world. And I think the only reason he's coming forth saying I'm sorry so he can regain some type of credibility with the Olympic Committee and maybe come back to compete in a triathlon or something like that.
Some years down the road.
Because right now you can't do nothing.
And like you said, his ego, he's like, I want to compete.
I want to compete.
And if y'all
let me show you guys that me being totally clean, maybe I can, if I win something then I'll get a little bit of my shine back.
Right.
But for the most part, man, I care less about the sport of cycling.
They
dirty. The whole thing's dirty.
Thank you. And then when Floyd Landis won it, and I'm like, well, yeah. I'm like, oh,
really?
Okay,
right.
If you really test all these,
I tell you what though, they finna run his ass on this money. I hope he's stacked up because I wouldn't even take
everybody coming after him.
I wouldn't even take lawyers and fight this out. I'd be like, look, this how we gonna do this.
You're not gonna get all your money back,
but I'll give you some of it back.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. Don't please.
He tried to go. Who did he try to go give $5 million to?
And he said, nah, we cool. We'll see you in court.
Right.
Don't worry about it. Same way you sent lawyers after us. That's just like I was reading.
We sued everybody, and they were right.
Just like I was reading.
That's the American way, by the way.
How he was telling some of the team members, like, yo, I'm finna do this dope, and you finna do it too. Like, hey, man, I don't really want to. No. You about to do it too. And he said, who's the one cyclist said, I think I was reading somewhere, he said he got an email with just a picture of a bullet.
They said he was at the mafia.
Yeah, and he was like, yo, like, I don't want to do it, but at the same time, we are in France, and I could come up over here missing, and nobody knows. So I was like, yo, it's. I'm not gonna even say it's sad. I don't even know what to call it. Now, Mr. Simmons, Bill Simmons, felt real strongly about it, and I can't say I blame him. He was like, yo, I dissed people for you. I wrote my columns that you was the greatest thing ever. For 14 years, I held you down. And he made me look like a chump, G.
Right.
You played me.
Right.
You played me. You played the people who read my columns. You played me. And so he said, you know, and I think Lance owed him a phone call instead of an email. I will say that. For somebody that defended you as much as he did and as passionately as he did, I think Lance could have picked up the phone or flew to see him and say, look, man, I'm going to tell you before I tell anybody. I cheated. I'm wrong. Thank you for always writing positive on me, but it was off false pretenses that I was taking.
And the thing is, because I remember with me, I always defended Lance. Even though I was like, he on something. Whenever they say, you know, they say he's cheating, I'm like, show me the test.
I said he hasn't failed a drug test.
I was like, I don't care what nobody says.
I went as far as to say he was the greatest athlete of all time.
I have no problem with that.
Remember when you used to have those arguments? I used to be like, Lance Armstrong is the greatest athlete of all time.
Right. I mean, like, and like I say, I said I felt that he was taking drugs, but I was like, until you can prove it,
right?
You can't say. And that's why this bothered me.
Wasn't me,
right? Hey. I was like, that's why this bothered me so much, because I was like, wait, how are they stripping everything? Do we have any proof?
Wasn't me.
Show me the test result that said I tested positive.
Wasn't me.
I don't give a damn what nobody says. He shot up with me. Where's the needles?
Wasn't me.
Show me something. Show me. Do you have a picture or a video of him shooting up? Do you have a picture of him ingesting or anything?
Wasn't me.
Exactly.
What? Huh? Wasn't me.
I wasn't there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fired.
Show the needle mark in my ass.
Exactly.
I'm going to pull my pants down. When you find the needle mark, let me know. Wasn't me.
I take a lot of stuff. I had cancer. I have one ball. I have to make up for some stuff. What? That's just calcium.
But like them pitch
proteins.
That pitch he took with the jerseys lined up and he in his crib chilling, like stuff like that. To me, he's the Rod Blagojevich of cycling.
Oh, yeah.
If Rod had been cool and just be like, you know what, I'm going to have my day in court and hopefully the judges will see that this is all just miscommunication.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything wrong to anybody. He probably would have got 2 years ahead.
If Lance wasn't a jackass, he would be fine right now. But the thing is, Lance, once he beat cancer, he said, screw y'all. I can beat anything. Come on.
Right.
And that's what he was. That's what he said. He was a bully because once he beat that, he was like, you can't touch me.
He went Van Gundy. I'm a man. I'm 40. Come at me. Remember, you can check us out at Sports Unplugged on Twitter, at Leon Rogers, at Big Mad, also on Facebook Sports Unplugged. Like the page. We appreciate all our people who come by and check out the videos, man. We're going to promise to keep doing this for y'all. But we need more viewers, man. We got to get our weight up.
I got to say, I do appreciate, especially recently, seeing some like new faces.
Yes.
And some people like commenting and stuff,
man.
so it's cool.
Now, we want to get it to the point where y'all can start calling in and kicking it with us. And we can stream live online, but we can't do that without more and more viewers. When we come back, we're going to preview NFL playoffs.
And review the last week.
Yeah, a lot of things happening right here on Sports Unplugged. Brought to you by Mighty Wings from McDonald's. Crispiness with a little kick.